We wait. Yeah, we wait for a few minutes, so I make sure that you're all here with me, and then we can start off with today's webinar. Thanks for joining me. Maybe most of you don't work today, so I'm glad that you are joining me to share some of these insights. I look forward to have you on this webinar. I'm Dominic, by the way. I am brand ambassador from Inebrya, for Inebrya. And today we will speak about a great subject that I have to heart, which is strong hair and curly hair. We'll just wait a few seconds to make sure that everyone is in. Excuse me, I didn't put any music, but I wouldn't want to sing because otherwise you won't do the webinar with me altogether because I'm a horrible singer. So, let's get started. As I said earlier, good morning, and I'm Dominic from Malta, Europe. Today we will be talking about beautiful hair, bouncy and curly, and we will be seeing a lot of these movements in the coming months. Actually, we started already, knowing that the hair is going to movement. But in order to achieve these beautiful locks, like this one in the picture, we know we have to have that healthy hair. It is imperative not only to strengthen hair from the roots, but also to improve the quality of the overall hair and strength of the health of the hair. Hair that is strong can actually stretch 1.5 times when doing elasticity test. I'm sure you all know how we do an elasticity test, but I'm just going to have to go over it just to make sure that we're all in the same frequency. This is very vital when we do something like this, because we have to check that the hair can take whatever treatments we need to apply later on. Over here in the picture, for example, it's like the structure of hair, starting from this little rope, starting from this fine hair to stronger, coarse hair. Believe it or not, fine hair is much stronger than coarse hair, and I'll explain why. Fine hair has thicker layers of cuticle, while coarse hair has less layers of the cuticle. So that way, the fine hair is much stronger than coarse hair. But obviously, chemical processes such as sperm and straightening can modify this disulfide bonds. While with styling and with hair dryers and hot irons, we modify the temporary bonds. These are also called the hydrogen bonds. From latest research, and obviously it's always developing, researchers found that even with 60 degrees Celsius, the hair can be damaged. So therefore, we have to make sure that we have healthy hair to be able to perform treatments. I will be saying healthy hair and conditioning and all of this because it is important that before we actually have beautiful hair, we have to find out what can happen to the hair and why does hair gets damaged. Over here, we have a clear example of a ripped hair, a hair that is shredded. Hair can take much tension before it actually breaks. But when it breaks, it doesn't break like animal hair. That is why animal hair doesn't contain any split ends, whereas our hair, which is good, tends to split. And that way is where we, as hairdressers, come in to get it fixed. This is very important that we analyze where the split end is coming from, especially when we are performing a chemical process such as a perm or a straightening. When hair is shredded, it forms like a small zigzag crack. Over here in the picture, you can see the porous cells, which are empty. That is hair that is empty. I'm sure you are judged if there's hairdressers, and I'm sure some of you are hairdressers. Well, if not all, because I'm not sure if there's any distributors or any sales around. But we all know that we are all judged about cutting hair more than we should. It's the end consumer that doesn't know how many types of split ends there are in the hair. Split end types. For example, on the right side of the screen here, you see a primary split end, which is open like in two, a baby split end, a deep split end, an incomplete split end, which is, this is very, very bad. This is when the hair is literally ripped from the inside, and the double Y, you know, how sometimes you get clients telling you, I want to cut this much, you know, and then you cut a bit more just to get that Y off, and you get told off for doing it. Shredding can also be caused by lack of iron. So meaning a person can have split ends even because a health sign that they are not healthy. They must be lacking, having iron deficiency. This is why many different cosmetic brands create different treatments. And believe me, we at Inebrya have you covered. Damaged hair requires treatments for strengthening and nourishing the hair to make it combable and avoid further damage. If the hair is damaged, it requires special attention, even when washing and brushing, as this could cause breakage at any time. Clients tend to be rough with their hair sometimes, and they complain about having ripped hair. And they tell you, oh, because I haven't been doing anything to it, I don't know why it's getting ripped. And then sometimes you try and explain to them how to treat their hair, and we have to educate our clients as well at home how to use the right products and the right tools. Because stretching and combing the hair and brushing the hair, even when wet, for example, some people tend to use like a brush. If it's a detangling brush, it's fine. But if it's a normal brush, like a Denman brush, and the hair is wet, and we know it's like there's an elasticity when the hair is wet, it can easily get ripped. So we have to identify the different types of curl and movement into the hair, so then we can educate our clients accordingly. Over here we have a table which identifies the 3 types of curls, being like from 1 to 3, being wavy, curly, and coily. Never underestimate the shape of the curl, because coily hair, which is mainly afro hair, tends to be fragile, although it is fine in nature, and fine hair can be more resistant, but then it can absorb more moisture and chemicals faster because of the porosity. Porosity is an important aspect in our treatment when we try to sort of recommend a treatment, or we are going to apply a treatment to our clients. Well, now that we know what can damage the hair, let's see why we are talking about the curls. Over here, this is an image that I treasure from our latest collection of Profumo di Dolce Vita. We were obviously like any other top brand that there is around, and Inebrya is one of our top brands. We were inspired by the, excuse me, but I've just come out from a cold and I'm a bit dehydrated. Hopefully I won't be coughing. We get inspired from obviously celebrities and the red carpet. As we see here, curly hair consumers are embracing their natural textures. While trying new haircuts and hairstyles in 2023, I am sure that you have been requested to get more movement into the hair. As we see like a top model Gigi Hadid and actors like Julia Garner and the top singer Rita Ora wearing their hair wavy, curly and textured. Less is more, or more is more, I might say. So wherever there's movement in the red carpet and tousled hair, it's fashion. As a hairstylist myself, I am very glad to see us coming out from that straight hair. I mean, I have nothing against straight hair, and I know we have like products for straight hair, and people who still want to wear their hair straight can do so. We can recommend the Liss Pro, for example, but not today, and not this year, and hopefully not after. I am a hairdresser coming from the 90s, and I just missed the part of the 80s where the perm was sort of dying out, and started straightening hair, and straightening and blow drying, and always straight and the smoothest, and ironing. So now that we are back into curling, it gives me new challenges, and it gives me a new inspiration to be behind the chair and to make this luxurious hair like red carpet. Because if they can wear it, so can our clients, don't they? As long as we know and understand what we have in our salon. So what does our salon need? We need to understand the healthy state of the hair, as it says here on the PowerPoint. We need to determine the priority of care, meaning should we reconstruct if needed? Should we restructure? Or should we just nourish? Or should we just hydrate the curly hair? It is important to always carry out the tests, as I said earlier, like the elasticity test, pulling the hair into a stretch, seeing if it stretches and goes back, check out the porosity. If we're even applying a perm, for example, we check out the incompatibility test, which is a small cutting where you put in a bowl or in a glass with some hydrogen peroxide and ammonium hydroxide to check if there's any minerals that we should know about hidden in the hair. For example, if the hair discolors when you do an incompatibility test, or the hair bubbles, we have to not say no to the perm, not say no. That was old school. We just have to make sure that we give the right treatments, whether in salon or whether at home. So we never let down our clients. They just might need some extra time. Even it's important as a test care, meaning that if you are performing a permanent wave and you are not sure, you can just test one strand, okay, wind it, put the lotion on, make sure the rod size as well, so you know exactly what type of shape that you need, and realize the size of the curl. And therefore, prior to perming the hair, it must be in a more optimum condition. I remember when I was a kid, we used to have clients coming in, for example, with bleached hair, and we used to sort of let them down. They cannot perm their hair because the hair is not healthy. I'm not saying just go on and do perm on a bleach, but with the right treatments and with the right tests that I'm talking about, we will be able to give that perm that our client desires. Because believe you and me, if we don't know about this stuff and we don't test and practice, they will go elsewhere and they will have it done. So why don't we do it, considering that we have all that it takes in our brand? So as I was saying, this is the health state. We always need to prep before a chemical service. And obviously, as you know, people who are with me in this webinar, we do have excellent treatments such as the sheet care repair, the ice cream keratin, and the ice cream curly plus as our protocols that we will be talking about today. So in order to do that, the hair must be thoroughly clean prior to a chemical service, and we should identify whether the hair is dehydrated or damaged, or whether it is frizzy or it is dry. Because for every type of hair, we have the solution for it. Weak-thin hair needs to have even porosity. For example, hair from the roots is not as porous as in the ends. Therefore, the hair porosity level needs to be even for the perm lotion to be absorbed evenly. Here we see that like very damaged hair can take like the keratin arganate, for example, because very dry damaged hair lacks keratin protein, and also an important amino acid, which is cysteine. So before applying a perm lotion and modifying the disulfide bridges, they must be restructured with care. While very dry, damaged hair, bleached hair needs to be clarified, rebalanced with prep shampoo and a mask. And you might tell me, Dom, prep shampoo and a mask, what should I use? Where should I go? Do we have a clarifying shampoo? Yes, we do have a clarifying shampoo. To perform the best treatment service and technical service, we must identify which treatments that we will be using. For example, tissue care, which does not need any introduction, has a holistic 360 degrees of repair system, starting from the scalp, okay, by using the cream on the scalp to clean any impurities, and following with the shampoos and the spray and the mask. We will be talking that at a later time. When using a cleanser, it is important to massage the hair and follow the cuticle, like we see in the picture here. It is important to educate the clients, even if we give the sheet care, for example, at home, because what it is, sometimes they tell you, my hair didn't come as soft as when you did it. But then when you try and show them or explain to them, or you ask them to show you how they wash their hair, sometimes they can be rough. This lady here in the picture, she's doing it quite gentle. But then again, if we are using a clarifying shampoo, we just need lightly massage the hair and follow the cuticle rather than go against the cuticle. Having a prep shampoo will remove all the styling residues and impurities. And at long last, I'm happy to say that we have the Inebrya prep shampoo. This deserves, ta-da! I've been wanting and I've been asking for this clarifying shampoo since I came across the brand. At long last, we have this most awaited clarifying shampoo. I believe that any hairdresser should have this great product on the backwash, because it just gives you a clear picture of the hair. It does a deep cleansing, removes all the impurities and residues, and can be decreased. That can decrease the benefit of a treatment, even in salon, or even at home. This is a professional product, not recommended for home. And they come in two. It is a specific product which has a pH of 7.5 as a prep shampoo. It is specific for color, bleaching, perm, any treatment service and straightening. So practically, even people who have they come in for weekly styling, for example, and they have a buildup of products, this is a great product to use to lather and clarify the hair. Let's see more in deep about these two specific professional treatments. It is dedicated to be used, especially from lengths to ends, as I said, just to clarify the hair and make it squeaky clean, so that way we have a better vision of what we have in the hair. It eliminates pollution and minerals, and thanks to its alkaline formula, it helps open the cuticle for better absorption of a specific treatment or technical service. There is the mask as well. You might ask me, Dom, if I'm perming, should I be using the prep mask? Yes, you should, because although it is a mask, the pH is a 4.5, so that means it's neither acidic nor alkaline, to balance out the hair perfectly for the next treatment. When using this prep shampoo, the colors are more defined, the perms are through to the rod, and the repairing treatments are more doable. Why should we use prep before any chemical service? As I said, we should use prep to have a clear picture of what we have in the hair. Meaning, if we have products that have been used or any lack of keratin, we would know, because once we prep the hair shows us, and even the porosity of it, you will feel it because it will be thoroughly clean. Here we have this chart. The color part is switched off because today we are talking about perms and treatments. So prep shampoo, and then we can follow with the treatments for natural hair, very dry and colored hair, prep shampoo until the hair foams, and then you can continue with the regime of the treatment. Whereas if we're going for prep shampoo for the hair that is heavily highlighted, we do the prep shampoo and also leave the mask on for 5 minutes. That way, the hair will be balanced and ready for the chemical service. So how is it going so far? I hope you're liking what I'm explaining. If you have any questions that you might need to ask, please feel free to write them in the chat. Today I'm not on my own, so one of my colleagues can also maybe answer your questions, or if I have time, if you're not bored with me that much, I can answer the questions once I'm done with this webinar.
Dominic, sorry.
Yeah.
In the chat, they ask, can I use prep shampoo and mask after bleaching before color?
Yes, they can. Because after you bleach the hair, it is important that you clarify the hair, or else you can go for the blonde test chelating shampoo. But there's no harm in using it after the bleach, because the bleach goes much higher than the prep shampoo. I hope that answers the question. And obviously, the mask, you can use the mask and then even tone, because the mask is only 4.5 to 5.0 pH. Okay? Right. Inebrya perms. So now that we know what we need to have healthy, strong hair, let's talk about the curls. As you can see in our latest collection, Profumo de Dolce Vita, that we spoke about earlier, curls are making a comeback. And hey, are we ready for that? Absolutely. This is Prep and on this, I'm sure you are familiar with the perming lotion that we have. On this has the same formulas, because when something is good, why change it? We just changed the packaging. We made it more feminine. As you know, that Inebrya is a feminine line. Hopefully we will have male products in the future. But that's something that I would wish, but anyway. So yeah, this is the Inebrya Prep Shampoo and the Shea Press. Shea Press comes in two products, the P1 and P2. We have to prepare the hair as a repairing treatment to nourish and moisturize and deep cleanse the hair before a technical service by removing all the residue and styling products and impurities, regardless of the hair structure, to ensure the excellence of the service. As I said, the Prep Shampoo eliminates any pollution and any minerals, and the Prep Mask gives body and strengthens the hair to prep for the perm. Over here we have a small table that you can ask your sales to follow. And these are the two perms that you can obtain to perform any type of wave or any type of curl that your client desires, whether being spiral, whether being wavy. They have a unique solution on this, and this, for example, contains the same formulas infused with keratin and cysteamine, which is the chemical compound which moves the sulfur atoms called cysteine. The breaking of these sulfurs makes the hair pliable and forms the new bonds onto a wave or a curl. Only 20% of these disulfide bridges are modified to create a perfect curl. Therefore, even as a long-lasting treatment, the hair will be nice and supple and nourished and hydrated if it's done in the right way. And when I say it's done in the right way, meaning that we have to respect the integrity of the hair. This unique waving lotion is free from ammonium thioclate and ammonia. So it is suitable for all hair types for highly cosmetic results. Thanks to its keratin and amino acids that contains in it. It is important, again, to use the prep line, following the directions, and onto damp hair, you wrap the rods and apply the waving liquid, process 5 to 15 minutes. And it is very important that you test the hair every 5 minutes and every 3 minutes if it's colored, and every 1 to 2 minutes if it's highlighted, okay? And I'm going to say this again. You don't just wind the perm, or you don't just put the band-aids in and you just go and have a sip of coffee, okay? Even if you have an assistant, where the hair is compromised, it needs a special attention, okay? So we apply the lotion, and after 2 minutes, we check. If it forms an S shape, it is time to rinse, okay? So it's that fast. It's not like the old school where you used to, like, you know, the perms used to be alkaline and used to dump in one by one and let it sit for God knows how long, or sometimes even give it heat. Nowadays, it's cold formulas, which are much faster and much gentler to the hair. obviously, this is an important aspect as well of the fixing part, which is the neutralizer. The neutralizer fixes the hair, closes the hair. So it is just as vital and important as the lotion. Okay? At the end of the processing time, rinsing thoroughly with warm water, it's important. Carefully towel dry the rods, okay? And apply 60 to 80 ml of neutralizer. Leave on for 10 minutes, okay? Gently unwind the rods, rinse well. Important to rinse well. Proceed with the most appropriate treatment and styling. Guys, when you do the neutralizer, it is important that you check the rod, okay? And if it's soaked properly, you then unwind. And after the 5 minutes, you can unwind everything and just enhance the hair to make sure it's well saturated with the neutralizer. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because the neutralizer is important because it is what fixes back the disulfide bonds to the curl. Okay, to the curl. Here we have Shape S, which is the perm for natural hair, P1, and Shape S P2, which is perm for colored and treated hair. And also its special neutralizer. Again, this Shape S has something very special, which is the milk proteins. The milk proteins contain friendly nutrients such as vitamin A and B6 and biotin and potassium. These nutrients help to keep hair soft and shiny during the perming process. Also helps to prolong the curl effect over time. So this is a very gentle perming lotion. If you haven't tried it, I hope that you would. I hope that you would because I tested it myself, and it made such a great textured curl, which I loved, and even waves because I've been testing, and I enjoyed every minute of using this product. Here we have the universal neutralizing lotion. Once you apply the perm, it is important that you rinse abundantly the perm lotion with warm water. Towel dry the excess water and apply the neutralizer, making sure that all the hair is saturated properly. After 5 minutes, gently remove the rods and apply the neutralizer and leave to saturate for another 5 minutes. Be very gentle on the hair, as the hair would have gone into a major change and is very, very fragile. Here we have a perm comparison chart. This perm comparison chart is, you can see the characteristics of natural hair, when to use the P1 or when to use the P2. The P1 is used for natural hair. P2 is used for color treated hair, and obviously the Ondes can be used on all hair types. It is vital again to test the curl every 5 minutes, and it is important that you test the curl every 1 to 3 minutes if it is highly treated or decolorized or heavily highlighted. So these are my 2 favorite models that we had from our collection, Profumo di Dolce Vita. We enjoyed working on these models together with our creative artistic director, Miss Carla Bergamaschi. Over here, she was performing a vertical winding on the bendies to create a soft bohemian wave. which is coming back strongly for 2023 and 2024. This is a moneymaker. It is fast, approachable, long gone. The perms where you took with forever and you had to like apply 150,000 rods. That is why most of the hairdressers used to hate perm. So this is one way to get back to loving the perm. The Bohemian wave hair trend is going very strong. This gives clients waves for days, so meaning that they can look red carpets every single day. Permanent waving has been dragged through the mud for decades. It was all about straight, flat hair, as I said earlier, but we can see that changing very soon. Hairdressers across the globe tended to hate perm. The reason was because there was only one type of look, which was back then, without taking any merit of the 80s, was fashionable. And the more the hair was frizzy and big, it used to be impactful. But when they got tired of it, they wanted to go to straight hair. So now that we're coming back to curls, that doesn't mean that we're going to have to go back to how we used to perm before. No. We're in the 2020s, and the hair can have more movement and can be more manageable and can be more bouncy and can be more textured and pliable. I hope you're getting the frequency I'm trying to transmit. I'm feeling more comfortable now that I'm halfway through this webinar. Thanks for bearing with me, but I want to give you all the information as much as possible. Curls are fun. Let's bring some fun in this technical service. I'm trying to play the video, but I'm not sure if I can manage to do that. Can anyone in the digital help me out with this? Hello?
Sorry, Dominic, how can we help you?
Do I have a video in this, or should I skip the video because I wasn't sure? It's okay. I'll explain it. I'll explain it in a different way. So sorry, I can't show you the video due to technical issues because I'm not all that computer guru. Let's reinvent the waving service. Do-it-yourself tools. This can be fast, exciting, and obviously performs well with our clients. Curls are more fun. Yes, as we can see here, there's the video going on where we can see where we can use different types of products, I might say, or different types of tools that can create movement in the hair. For example, here the finger separators were used, which made an interesting movement to the hair. Obviously, make sure you always put an end paper in the tip of the hair to protect the hair from the perm lotion, saturate it quite well, and apply the lotion quite generously to make sure that the hair is saturated well. As you can see, it's not all that big, rounded perm of the 80s, but more lived-in curl, which is what is going on in today's world. Thanks for the video. There are many perms that are easy to apply and fun at the same time, as you can see in the picture. There are directional winding for the young ones. There are spiral perms, which is vertical winding. There are root perms, perhaps for people who want to achieve a lift. Okay, these are all techniques that can be used with our own desk and shapeless perms. There's also staggered perming, meaning having brick winding. There is the piggyback winding, which is where you use sort of a large rod and a smaller rod on the tip. So meaning like you have a larger rod, you wind it, and then on the mid-length two ends you put another end paper and you put the wind. That way you will have different type of movements and many more. The creativity is endless. Even for like girls who want the volume only on the bottom, you can use like a stack winding, which is perming that just gets rolled from underneath only and not to the roots. So yeah, the world is yours practically. You just need to embrace some products, the right products, and know how to go about it, right? Here I have the step-by-step of how these techniques were made. I'm just going to go flip through them quickly. This will be recorded, so you can ask for it if you need it from your sales or from the education department. I'm sure we will be happy to share it with you. As I said here, you can ask for it, the digital step-by-step book, and you have all the information that you need, which I was talking about. Quickly, does the perm damage hair? No, it does not damage the hair. It would damage the hair. Damaged hair would damage the reputation of our perms. That is why we need to do the right diagnosis before committing ourselves into perming. With the right protocol, anyone can have beautiful, voluminous hair, shiny and curly hair. How to treat hair after a perm? Right, permed colored hair needs keratin, and perm, which is naturally permed natural hair, needs the curly plus line, where permed with pleat hair might need chica repair prior and after. Okay, prior to doing the treatment and after, because if you reconstruct, then you need to revitalize and you need to restructure prior to the perm treatment, and afterwards you need to keep the hydration and keep the hair in a healthy state, even when at home for our clients. These are a few questions. Is it possible to bleach or highlight hair after the perm? It is important that if they want to bleach or highlight the hair after the perm, is to wait at least 2 weeks, because the hair needs to be back into its 100% healthy state. How long does the perm last? It could last up to 4 months, considering how much the client takes care of it at home as well, and the lifestyle of the client, meaning that if someone goes to swim every day, it needs more hydration and obviously needs more maintenance. How to keep the effect as long as possible to emphasize and maintain care. It is advisable to use a diffuser when drying the hair to and apply moisture recovery treatment such as the Curly Plus. So how about the strong? This is important to identify. If you see here in the picture, here the hair is a bit brittle and dry, but after using Dishy Care, before using Dishy Care, before perming, this can give us the insurance of perming even bleached hair, after doing all the diagnosis and all the tests that I've been talking about earlier on. This is Dishy Care. If you followed us previously, you know what it's about, starting again from the scalp, following with the shampoo and the magic spray and our repair mask, and also the extra shine lotions. This can be even taken at home. Chicory contains vegetable amino acids such as soy and wheat, which contributes to arginine, threonine, and serine. These are few of the amino acids found in the hair, which helps to reconstruct the hair for a healthy looking hair. This is a fantastic treatment I cannot live without. I recommend it to most of my clients who are highlighted, and even clients who are like who have like high lifted color, and even permed or straightening, because it gives a repair treatment at 360 degrees. Here we have a chart, thanks to our technical consultant, Tammy, which I thank from the bottom of my heart from here, which explains the salon protocol, starting from step 1, from the scalp, ending to the sealing the cuticle. Without going into much in detail, it is all written here, how to apply it and when to apply it and how long you leave it on for. And then we obviously leave it to your judgment as expertise, sitting here listening to me. It is important, here it says salon protocol for reconstruction in salon after technical in salon color and bleaching services, but even before. So if we want to perm, we prep with the prep shampoo, we skip the scalp product, okay, repair the scalp treatment, unless we have so many impurities that we need to do the repair scalp treatment. We do the prep shampoo as a 7.5 pH, and then repair shampoo, we perm, and then we take care of the hair afterwards by giving our clients the home protocol, which is the repair shampoo, the repair magic spray, and the repair mask. So let me correct myself here. If we're having a perm and the hair is needs restructuring, needs reconstruction, okay, we can use the repair scalp treatment, prep shampoo, okay, magic spray, and repair mask, and then to the perm. Okay, after the perm, we give the home protocol for to keep the hair healthy. Or else, if the hair is really damaged and they come in for the perm, we don't say, no, I'm not going to perm your hair today. I won't perm your hair today. Okay, so we give them the product to take home if they cannot do it in salon. Okay, we see them after 2 weeks. Okay, we do the tests over and over again to make sure that the hair is in healthy state, and then we can proceed with the perm. Okay, so we don't say, no, I'm not going to perm your hair because your hair is bleached. It's you, it's your fault, you're blonde. I'm sorry, you know, you're blonde, so I'm not going to give you a perm. So no, we give them the right products, they take home, they reconstruct their hair, or we do it in the salon, they come back, and we can have curly hair. Over here, Chicory is all year round product. As you can see in the table, I'm not going to go into it. You can have a look through it yourselves. It is important to know when to restructure the hair. So after we talked about reconstruction, we are now talking about restructuring. Why restructuring? Because we have special formulas for restructuring the hair. Hair which looks and feels dry, not damaged, dry. Okay, and this is the keratin line. I mean, all of you who are sitting here with me, listening to me, know about our keratin line, which is ideal for dry and chemically treated hair, for that hair that needs special treatment and special care in every wash. The hair would result hydrated, strong, with a long-lasting shine. This is our largest range of our ice cream range, starting from reconstructive shampoo, restructuring shampoo, sorry, and mask, and an even spray, and all the line that has to offer. This is based on keratin, keratin protein, which is a synergetic infusion which reestablishes strength and structure, beauty and hydration to extremely dry hair, ideally for damaged, brittle, and frizzy hair, prone to breakage and subjected to frequent chemical treatments. Okay, so hair that is fragile, for example, curly hair that is fragile and needs hydration, we recommend keratin products. Some hairdressers think that keratin products are designed for keratin treatments. They do well with the keratin treatments, but they do also good for hair that needs hydration. Because as we know, 85% of the hair is made from keratin, so infusing keratin into the hair will make the hair supple and strong. This is the keratin shampoo. It comes into a liter and also 300 ml. It creates an anti-frizz and anti-humidity protective film, closes the cuticle, and seals split ends. When I say seals split ends, that doesn't mean it sort of fixes them, because there's nothing yet that fixes split ends if it's not the scissors. But it helps to seal that hair that is unruly, and also fills in with keratin, so the hair doesn't look so dehydrated, like I'm feeling right now. Obviously, I'm not going to go into how to using it with the hair, and just apply it and rinse it off, and then go into the restructuring mask to help effectively eliminate the frizz. It is ideally for dry and frizzy hair. You can leave it up to 10 minutes and then rinse it off. This is a other great product that I love with the Bi-Phase conditioner. This is a fantastic product even for Afro girls. Yeah, for Afro girls, you heard right. You spray it into the hair, doesn't get rinsed off, and it gives hydration and strengthens the hair. It is important that you shake the bottle before using it, and apply it generously onto the hair. I'm going as quick as I can because there's so many products. I'm sure this is you're familiar with. It's the oil elixir, which is the reconstructive restructuring oil. After you've done the hair shampoo, the keratin shampoo, you leave it on to 2 minutes. Wet the hair with warm water, comb it through, and rinse thoroughly. Always, it's important to shake the bottle before use. This is the restructuring lotion. So hey, do we have products to make beautiful curly hair? Of course we do. They're all here, you know. I'm trying to put as much as I can into this, because there's so many products that we can use to obtain beautiful, curly, voluminous looking, shiny, bouncy, curly hair. Okay, they are all infused with keratin, and this is nonetheless, this is the restructuring lotion. It's a small but powerful product. Okay, it's very concentrated formula, which you leave on just for 5 minutes, and it gives a sensation of softness and combability and strengthens the hair surface. It is very concentrated formula, so it should be left for 5 minutes and then rinsed. The keratin one, it has these 15 actions, which I am not going to go through all of that. which obviously moisturizes the tangles and softens. And then we have the velvet cream. This is another great product that can be used even for styling, even the most coarse hair, thick coarse hair. By using it after towel dried hair, you can apply this product gently because it's very rich, and you can coil the hair around your fingers and then just gently diffuse it, and you get the nice round shape of curl. It even beats the frizz. If you have like that flyaway hair, you can like rub a drop or two onto your palms of your hands and just gently tap them on the hair to eliminate that frizz. So yeah, and obviously for a full range, we have even the restructuring serum, which envelopes the hair shaft with an anti-frizz and anti-humidity protective film, and even seals the split end. So in the tip, you know how sometimes you diffuse and you see the curl that is like coming slightly open. You just have to apply a few drops, and with your fingers, just run it through the tip. So you close down that tip of the cuticle. The toning mousse, it eliminates impurities and gives vibrancy and shine to the hair. It contains mineral-rich formula and strengthens and vitality of the hair. Do not rinse this product. You can style as desired. Over here, you have a chart which explains everything about I just said. So if I missed something, you can easily catch up on this digital chart or table, thanks to our technical consultant, Tammy, who does all this hard work behind the scenes. I truly appreciate you. And let's talk about hydration quickly. Quickly is because time running out and I don't want you to miss any of this presentation. But as I said, if there's any questions that needs to be answered, I am here to answer any of your questions. Look at these beautiful locks here. They are, how are they hydrated this much? What did these two girls do to their hair to achieve these beautiful locks? Well, Curly Plus. Curly Plus is nonetheless a hydrating curly products, I might say. These are all biodegradable, 92% biodegradable, and obviously, as you know, of natural origins. Even the previous ones, if I didn't say them before, as you know, we are very friendly for the environment. So yeah, this is the Curly Plus, the complete line treatment to discipline compact and define curly hair, based on ceramides and moringa. These are elements that keeps the hair in control, and the moringa gives ultimate shine and strengthen the hair. This is the Curly Plus shampoo, which comes in a liter and 300 ml. Protects the hair from the external agents. It is a moisturizing shampoo which gently cleanses and delivers hydration, leaving the hair soft, light, and vibrant. Rinse off, and then you can apply the make sure you towel dry to get the full benefit of the curly mask. Ideally, when the hair is wavy or curly, leave on for 5 minutes and then rinse. We have this Curl One Curly Plus. It's a fantastic taming milk. Sometimes I even intermix these products with the velvet cream and the taming milk. For example, I apply like the velvet cream where the hair is coarser and the taming milk in one hair strand. But that's for your judgment as stylists yourselves. We have the that is the Curly Plus mousse. This is a mousse without a gas to define and moisture, and with a resin complex that creates an invisible barrier to protect the hair against environmental aggression. This is ideal for all types of curls and obviously wavy hair. Be generous with the towel dried hair, shape it with your hands and proceed with styling. It is important that when you are using these products and diffusing, okay, the hair, to use minimum speed and minimum heat. And if you are diffusing, the diffuser contains those pointed elements into the tool for you not to fiddle around with your fingers, like some of us have the habit of doing. That way you can get the most of the products that you apply into the hair. Once you are applying, when you are applying in the beginning, please do so. Make sure you coil them around your fingers, feel them, make sure you give the right amount of product towards the hair, educate the client, because some of them tell you, oh, because the top is always dry. You know why? Because it's always dry. Because what they do when you give them the product at home, they put their head down, okay? They apply the product underneath, and then when they put the hair up, they don't put on top. So the hair has to be divided into sections, and the product needs to be applied evenly throughout. Here again, we have the Curly Plus chart, I might say. Thanks to Tammy once again for doing this work for us. And now that you have all it takes to create strong and curly hair, let's go and make those girls beautiful with bouncy, luminous, shiny, and movable hair that we've all been waiting for decades, I might say. That is it from me. Time flew by. I wish I had more time because I had much more to tell you. But I enjoyed every minute of it. I hope that I gave you the insights of the curly word. Your opinion means a lot to me, well, to us. Here is a barcode, QR reader that you can scan. Be critical because you can make me stronger. And I look forward to meet you in my next webinar. With that said, are you ready to inebriate the world? Thank you for listening and for being here with me. I'm Dominic, brand ambassador for Inebrya. Thank you. If you have any questions you would like me to answer, please feel free to leave them in the chat or switch on your mic and ask me.
Hi, Dominic. Can
Hello,
you go
Tammy.
back, please, into the QR code so that go back into the other slide so that I can take the QR code and send the reports. Thank you, and well done, Dominic. Very well done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.